As thought leaders, we collaborate with stakeholders to ensure adherence to ethical standards, better education for professionals, and to build market integrity. We are the leading voice for advocacy in the finance and investment industry in Nigeria. To partner with us or become our member, visit us at cfasocietynj.org for more details. CFA Society Nigeria, making finance a force for good. Money talks, money talks, money talks, money talks. Money talks with CFA Society Nigeria. Let's talk about money. Welcome back to the program. David Brown is the guest on the program. Money Talks this evening. Our discussing here about to start it. Not knowing your money style. Can you play it? I'm sure you should be interested in that. So that you don't go broke in today's Nigeria. You need lots of money in your pocket because your money will always speak for you. So David, let's get straight into it. The topic already sounds like very intriguing. And I'm sure it took you. So let's go right into it. Can you tell us one picks your fancy or call in, right? I don't know if there's a call in show as well.
It is.
Good.
It's interactive.
Good. So the first one, or the first three, seven really, the seven in general, seven money styles. There are different ways to categorize, but I like this seven. So the first three I'm going to tell you are the compulsive ones. These ones is you're deep, you know you're in that. You're deep into that style, right? So there's the compulsive saver. That's a start. Compulsive saver. So you save every tiny thing you save. You save, 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 save. You're the one that goes to the Bendam boutique, even though you can afford to go to the Victoria Island one boutique shop in there. But you go to the Bendam boutique and start. Good. So you're a compulsive saver. Then you're another compulsive spender. Complete opposite. Shop, 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 shop. Even if you don't have money, you go and borrow money.
Wow.
You borrow money. Shop, 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 borrow money. In fact, you're in debt. A lot of times, hopefully, you're not bankrupt. Compulsive spender, right? And then you have another compulsive one, compulsive money maker. Some of you like that.
I like that one.
Compulsive money maker. Yes. So you compulsive money maker. Not Monday to Friday. In fact, you ignore your relations, you ignore your wife and kids. When you don't paying the bills, I'm paying the bills now. What are you talking about? I need to work. So yeah, compulsive money maker. So these are the compulsive styles. I have another three. So a combination. It's a combination of saver and spolger. So the splurge about money. Save, save, save. Then one day there's something that happens, one shiny object, you just blow all their money.
Wow.
Just like that. No,
You reset.
it's just, I don't know, reset. Yes, we're very kind of reset. I have to start saying that's it. Ridiculous things. You know, it's different from saving and then spending on something you plan for, or something like that. Then you have the one that kind of spends, a spender, and also a money maker. They're gamblers.
Wow.
Spender, money maker. At least Naira bet, was it? That bet. I don't know. If you you have the warriors. Warriors. So that's number 6.
Yeah.
Then you have number money is meant to solve problems and stuff like that. they do make money, but unfortunately, think they don't make enough to for maybe the future. They spend it, but they are there borderline, so they are indifferent really about money. Money. So there's somebody that told me something. Money doesn't tell you who you are. It kind of reveals who you are. Money kind of reveals who you are. So who amongst these seven are you? Are you a saver, spender, money maker, saver, spolger, or gambler?
Wow. That's why David Brown is here. I'm sure he will give an advice. 0700 on WhatsApp 0817-313-6193. Which one are you? Where have you located yourself? Maybe when you call David, he will tell you the advantages and disadvantages of wherever you may have found yourself. So you can call us from now. So David, from what you have said, it means that the way you manage money.
Definitely.
So I want you to go ahead and tell us now how one can better any personality you found themselves in. I'm talking about the negative parts right now, because if it is positive, they should only be better at it. But any personality, how can one manage the negative effect on that scale?
Well, how can you manage the negative effect? Now, all of them definitely have negative effects. But it has. So, let me give you 4 patterns: the way we think about money, the way we believe about, kind of beliefs that we have about money, and this is growing up kind of stuff. So there is money avoidance, the ones that basically say money is the root of all evil, kind of stuff. Money avoidance is. In fact, they think about money, cars, women, that's all they think about. So it's money, 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 see. That's what it's. The 4th kind of belief pattern is money vigilance.
David, just hold it before you go to the next one. Hello. To you? Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Okay, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you. Caleb, who can hear you. What can we do for you? Talk to us. No, this is not a music request show. We're talking about serious issues here. We're talking money. 0700-923-923-923. This is money. Already, I'm telling you, my head on the scatter right here. So call us and let us know. Send us a message on WhatsApp 0817-313-6193. The message here says, "Hi, Mahavati here. Please can your guest explain the similarities and differences between being frugal, prudent, and downright stingy with money?"
Frugal, prudent, and downright stingy. Well, it depends on how much. That's right. So millionaire is good for you for 6 months. Now, you should not just spend that money, you should invest that money. You should try and say, okay, what is the minimum amount of thing I need? What do I need to kind of live a reasonable life? And how much can I invest so that the next 6 months after that, I will not be down and out. So that's prudent.
Okay.
Frugal, if you say frugal,
Go ahead, please.
so frugal, if you're frugal, I guess you're not, I mean, your kid needs to go to school and stuff like that. You know, school, look, you guys stay at home. Save the whole 1 million and spend maybe, I don't know, buy Bolly every day, groundnut and stuff, you know, who knows. I don't know, so you're not, you're just very frugal. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, well, there's no other reason other than look, you're stingy, you just want it all for yourself. So I guess that's the difference.
Okay, Avatar. Discussing today, not knowing your money style. That's what we're discussing here. So, David, before we get back to the WhatsApp and the telephone calls, you need to tell us now these styles you've mentioned now. Style. Can you move from? Welcome back. Hello.
There's no money now, what's going on? It's really unhappy. Your kid comes and says, Daddy, can you play? We say, go and sit down there, go and sit down there. What are you talking about? So yeah, you start getting right? How do you do budgets? Do you, when you do have money, because you will have money at a certain point in time, what do you do with that money? How much do you spend? How much do you invest? How much do you save? I hope you don't keep your money in the bank only. So money makers sometimes want to just keep the money in the bank, look at it, I don't know, maybe like Scrooge, if you know the story of Scrooge. You're just looking at the money, but keeping money in the bank doesn't add to, you need your money to work for you. So that's key. Try and understand. Nigeria, I mean, the interest rates are not too bad. Not just savings accounts that gives you like 5%. So it's what you do before that sadness comes when you don't have money. Because when you don't have money, at least you can look at your investments and smart, right? So you need to start, have an investment outlook and try and start investing money little by little every single month.
Okay, a message just says, good evening. What to do to replenish the money spent legally.
I like the legally.
Yes, he said, I need to know things. Las Vegas, or is it Phoenix tonight?
Oh, very excellent. So
Yeah.
really good. I think, let me give you one thing. So there's nothing that your brain can do. Feeding your brain about financial literacy, additional financial literacy and ideas that you can use to actually make more money. So firstly, go and do some research. Just go to Amazon, for example, do financial literacy, money making, something. Any and above, and the total number of reviews, let's say 10,000, 20,000 reviews.
Good evening to you, madam. You need to turn. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, so is this some, do you have any community about a particular interest?
Yes, yeah, yes. Just go off the radio.
So, Madam, nice question. When you're listening, most of these authors also talk about their own mentors. The funny secret, they will talk about their own mentors. Go find those mentors to find their books, find their podcasts. By the time you learn as a group, be in a group, just learn. Spend your first friends, no, sign an agreement. This is how we're going to make the money, so we're going to share profits. And then as a group, you'll be able to buy things you can't buy as an individual. So that's what.
Or small enterprises like the vulcanizer you have on the street.
The vulcanizer, for example, income is the starting point. Now, what do you do with your income? The whole idea of spending and investment. Now, the vulcanizer, how much does it make a day? How much do you patch a tire for? Let's guess, like 1K. Patch a really big bad patch, probably is or 30 a day. 30 a day, 30,000. He spends 50% on that, so 15,000 is what he has that can save, kind of savings or something. Suits me 300,000. I'm not saying she should. Organizer thing, but he blows it. What does that mean? His kid probably can't go to a good school. His, I don't know, the food in the house, stuff like that, because he's a spender. So what can he do? Now, it's nice thing. I mean, nearly everybody has phones that have there that you can force yourself to, every day you can put aside 5,000 automatic, so you don't even think about it if you're a spender. Automatic 5,000 goes like, every single day, and you must ensure that you have money enough so that that 5,000 is locked as if you're a spender. Now, if you're a saver, well, you have to understand that there are certain traits. Hopefully, other than your spouse will also matter. Thing, and the kid is just there. So, if your spouse can kind of essential things that we must spend, count is almost like putting going to certain rent accounts, food accounts, different. It's a habit you need to now form. It's a very difficult thing to have a habit. You need someone to hold you. So join a group, talk to your spouse, and building this new habit.
So I want us to talk about financial literacy now. In all of these things you've talked about, you need to tell us the role that financial literacy plays in helping people. It's like you're teaching us here today.
Yeah, so financial literacy, I'll just cash and profit. So if vulcanizer, he has patched tires, he made that his 30,000. He spent 15,000 buying the glue and other things like that. He thinks he made 15,000. He didn't make 15,000. See that machine? You need to remove a piece of that from that, even though you didn't spend it. You have your 15,000 naira cash. Sometimes they call it accrual. Yeah, so you're depreciating that your machine. You need to plan to replace it. And if you just die, right? So you need to understand financial literacy a bit to be able to manage your business thing. But you need to understand that we do small budgets. You're putting the monies for the next spending you're doing in 6 months' time, in 1 year's time, the rent, you're putting money aside. So those are the things under financial literacy. And there's a lot on financial literacy. As I said, find the top people there, follow them online, because it's pretty cheap. Instead of just listening to Davido every day. I just say Davido is really cool. You know, you can use your phone to just
Please say it quickly. You just have 30 seconds.
I'm buying diesel. My vehicle use diesel. I'm buying diesel at the rate of 1,050. Carry passenger, go and come back, use the money to buy diesel. The depreciation of that vehicle is not there. Maybe at the end of the day, I will only have money to buy bread home. So in this situation, what can I do right now in this situation of the country right now and my business?
Okay, thank you very much. No time. Hello?
you have an asset, big asset, your customers. Your customers are their big assets. Find somebody that, for example, has already found a way to make money with that. You still come back to your truck. Use their truck, you're giving them that business, but you're holding the fact that you have the clients and you're making a percentage from that client. For a while, at least make somebody else is doing the trucking and everything. Maybe they have more trucks, so it's easier for them. But you have your customers. That is your asset. Use that until you sort out the truck issue. That's what I mean. Your customer is your asset. You need to know how you can make them happy and still make something from it.
We Good evening to you. Yes, good evening to you. Thank you very much. This is what you have to wait till you make money. Really to-
Brain. Then know your weakness. If you have certain weaknesses, get an accountability partner. If it's not your spouse, then you're going to a community, a group, so that they can hold you accountable. Start holding yourself accountable of how you spend your money.
David Brown is a managing partner. Thank you so much, David, for coming. Really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
That's our program for today.